Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, Bobcat Goldthwait. Congratulations, call me lucky.
Oh,
Tell the
thanks.
story of Barry Crimmins, man. First of all, congratulations, you guys were a grand jury nominee at Sundance, and reception on this has been great. Tell me about Barry and his career.
Well, Barry's a bigger-than-life character, and he's a hero of mine, and a friend, and a mentor. And he started a comedy club in Boston called the Ding Ho that launched a lot of people like Stephen Wright and Paula Poundstone and myself and a whole bunch of folks. And he later on went on and mentored and influenced a lot of different comics over the years. Folks like like Patton Oswalt and David Cross and him were friends and all this stuff. So it's partially about Barry's story as a comedian, but it's also he's a really courageous guy, and it's about him as an adult dealing with his child abuse as a kid. But it ended up becoming even a bigger story, and he ended up helping a whole bunch of other folks.
Talk to me about becoming a filmmaker, because after so many years in front of the camera, you're now making films. What drove you to this part of the genre?
Well, I retired from acting the same time they stopped hiring me. So that was pretty easy, So no, I joke because this isn't Plan B. This is something I'm really passionate about. This is actually the it's the seventh movie I've made. I love directing. I love telling stories. So it's actually an extension of being a stand-up comedian. It's just longer and there's no hecklers. When you're doing stand-up comedy, it's hard. You have to keep the dumbest person in the room entertained. And when you make a movie, those people go to Paul Blart. I don't know why I just said that.
Awesome.
I shouldn't have said that, but yeah, I'm sure Kevin's a nice gentleman.
Talk to me about comedy today.
I have large balls making fun of anyone's body of work, seeing that I was in Hot to Trot and Police Academy.
Yeah, but Police Academy was the best.
Well, folks have it's funny. I probably would have worked a little harder on them if I had known I'd be talking about them 30 years later. Really? This is my whole dialogue? Actually, Barry, on the way here tonight, said, would they write that out on the script? Did they write, aga.
Talk to me about when you look at comedy today, what are your thoughts?
Oh, I'm excited about comedy today because there's so many different places where a comedian can reach an audience. Years ago it would just be there was a few gatekeepers. You could get on a couple television shows and then you'd be known nationally. But now with a podcast or you can stream. You can find your own audience without having tastemakers make it okay. So I think it's pretty exciting. I laugh at a lot of different comedians. I get to work with a lot of them. I work with Mark Maron a lot. I work with Eugene Merman. I direct a lot of these guys' projects.
Speaking of comedians saying goodbye, Jon Stewart, man, one of the greats, is leaving The Daily Show. Thoughts?
Yeah, I think he's hilarious, and it's weird that he's gone. But I guess everything ends up feeling like a job, and so I wish him luck.